Hi guys, so I've just arrived to the archaeological site of Delphi, and I see this old stone here that's lined the whole way when you're walking up here, and looks like the Olympics circles. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna walk on up. I don't know how far it is up here, so hopefully it won't be too boring and my battery lasts. That would be cool. And I'm trying to get up here with my ankle because I was silly and sprained it yesterday. It's all bruised and yuck. But let us continue. It's exciting to be here. Beautiful views off the side of Mount Parnassus. It's pretty cool. Okay. Trying to hope my phone didn't get my fingerprints on it when I put it up. And here's some of the knobbed stones. See those like we find all around the world? And I even see some polygonal walls up here, which is pretty cool. Delphi polygonal walls, that's perfect. Let me get over here and take a closer look. Oh, it's so nice, look at it. Smaller than other ones that I've seen. Like the ones in Italy are ginormous. These are nice even when they're small. Let me get a bit closer for you. Can't walk through all this other stuff that's here. It's quite hot today, surprisingly. Okay, so I'm going to continue on. Let's see, what is this? Oh, this is cool. Here is one of the possible keystone or connectors, and it has the metal still in it. Have to do a bit of research about that. I'm not exactly sure if it's sort of the same thing. Alright, let's continue. Ooh. Okay, here's one keystone cut. Let me just get down here for you so I don't forget, in case any of you are interested. It's right here. And right over here was a circular sort of carving on it. Alright. There are just pillars and parts of temples just laying around everywhere here. So there would have been two entrance ways into Delphi, and I think it would have been the east and the west gates, if I'm sure. I'll have to again recheck that as well because I'm a bit overwhelmed. This amazing site. Alright. I was really excited to see the famous Velo stone, my favorite one, and I got quite a shock because it was like way bigger than I imagined. And I see some polygonal walls going up here, so I'll just get a little bit of footage of that before I continue on. You can see that here. And these ones are kind of big, so I'll give you a size perspective right there. So you see it goes up, and let me get over here. And let me zoom up there for you. Hopefully, the sun is so bright I can't really see too much on the screen what's happening. Okay, let's continue on. Wow, there's some big blocks here. And so it's on the slope here of Mount Parnassus, which is a very famous mountain. Lots of myths and stories about it. And more of these little keystone cuts here. I hear a drone somewhere. Wonder whose it is. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, so let me just continue on over here. Some more of the knobs there. Wow, the views here are cool. So you can see a lot of those keystones right there, cuts. The one down there with the metal still in it, that was pretty cool. So, even before the Greeks were here, Mycenaeans, this area itself has a history going back 6,000-7,000 years. So many people here. Look at that view. So you have many layers of cultures here. Probably, the Mycenaeans, the Greeks, whoever Proto-Mycenaeans were, which I don't know. It's a mystery. I just call them the lost civilization of the megalith builders. Here's some more polygonal rocks. Turn over here a bit. Because there's pretty much stuff everywhere. And so I'm trying to get both sides. It's going to be impossible, but I'll try my best to get stuff that looks like it's interesting. So yeah, that's an intermixing of different styles of architecture, different styles of stoneworks. And wow. Here is a quite large stone with one of the knobs that we've seen around the world. Here. Perhaps, I don't know what they were used for. There's a lot of theories. Maybe to help move them for some reason, or acoustics, cymatics, whatever you name it. That theory has been put forward. Oh, look, and there is the omphalos that's here on the site. I think this omphalos is, let me see. So my favorite really large one, we already went there and I made a small video about that inside the museum. So I'm just going to get up over here a bit and look at it. So it says the sacred omphalos of Delphi, believed to have fallen from the heavens, was shaped like a conical stone devoid of artistic shaping. It was also identified with the stone thrown by Zeus from the heavens to discover the center of the world. According to the mythological tradition, Zeus released 2 golden eggs in different directions. At the point where the 2 gods sent birds, Zeus threw down a stone that landed in Delphi. The Omphalos held an important place in divination at the oracle. So I think it probably has something relating to the ancient elite surveying or knowing architecture, a way to build it that lasts, and also the points on the earth and measuring distances and where you could end up if you knew that. So it's that secret knowledge again, I think. It's just the same with the story of Noah's Ark and releasing the bird, dove, pigeon, whatever, that flies out and then comes back. That has to do with the mystical information about knowing stuff that other people don't, so then you can have an advantage on those people. And over there are more walls, polygonal walls. Yeah, over there at the top. They're just everywhere, basically. So let me get you a good sort of up close of the omphalos here. I'll walk around it for you. So remember, it's supposed to be the famous stone thrown by Zeus. Sorry, guys. Alright, I'm going to continue on up here. See what magical mysteries are up here. Sorry, guys. So also, I don't do editing, like I don't, so this is like raw, like I don't take anything out, so if I mispronounce a word or say something wrong, I'll try to put it in the description. So pretty much I don't change anything. And in front of you, that is the Treasury of Athens. Oh, this is a nice place to visit, you guys. Look at the peaceful views. I mean, my goodness. Wow. You can see why this place was held to be sacred. It's absolutely amazing, isn't it? So all these polygonal walls are nice up here. I'll show you. There they are. Look at that. Sorry about the jerking around. I have to. So these are sectioned pillars up at the top. These bottom ones are not. Sometimes people ask me about that kind of information. I try to find it if I can. Wow. Just turn around here really quickly. Give you the view. It's quite nice.
Παιδί μου δεν είναι σαν ανάγκη να έχεις...
Just very nice. You can see the size comparison up there of these polygonal walls, which are beautiful.
They look at the wall as an original wall. I don't even know
So this is an original wall. So the inscriptions came later, and this was, I think, from the slaves. So for a slave to be freed, they had to be offered to the gods first, and so the slaves would come here and inscribe their names and that they were free. So that's what all these inscriptions are, I think, or a lot of them anyway. So there's some big slabs here, that one right there, quite large. See if I can get a decent sized perspective for you. This place is so majestic. And polygonal walls over there. Look at that view. Okay. So here are some more of these inscriptions.
You can understand that suppose that the figures. Remember, this is what I was telling you about mating the curves with the curve and the other. I mean, they had to be cutting them. But how could you?
You know what? It probably was the same, off the same block, and as they cracked it, they just put it back together.
And then so you inverted it to match it?
Yeah, because otherwise you'd be too big to carry it.
Because you see how it curves?
Yeah, pues en los tres. Otherwise,
There were some people down there discussing the polygonal walls, trying to figure out how they did it. Interesting. This, so many people wonder about that. So many theories too, but yet nothing solid. I just know that style of masonry is very, very old, and it's sort of like a camouflage.
Είχαν και το προνόμιο της προμαντίας.
So they put modern steps here over the new, old steps. Look at this. I think this is a replica of, there were two, I don't know, sphinx-like creatures or something at the top of two poles. This might be one of them. Wow. Look at this.
Μην τα σπίτια φωτογραφία κάνει. Γύρισε εδώ και θέλει ψηλά. Με το βίντεο θέλει ψηλά.
So, yes, the styles of masonry, like I said, are different for different time periods. Look how massive these are. But these are section pillars. They're not one piece, made through the whole stone. This is an interesting, big, possible keystone. There are some really, really big keystone cuts at Karnak. Okay, so there's a bit of an older piece of stone, and you can see it has the knob. If the light lets you see that. It's the sort of different colored one. And there's more here. Let me see if I can lighten that up a little, maybe, I hope, for you. Okay, so they're right there, and I'll just turn this down so you can sort of see that. Okay. Big slabs for the foundation of that temple. It's quite cool. It's a big old column. So big stones require big keystones. So we're going to see these here. Bunch of keystone cuts and knobs all around. Right there. I can't step over that line, or I would put a size comparison for you. Okay, guys. And over there, polygonal walls again. I think these walls are going to go all the way through the site, which is really cool because I think they're the oldest part of the site. At least, as in when masonry styles sort of started in use here. Oh, look, there's the kitty cat, which seems to frequent all of the sanctuaries here in Greece and Sardinia as well, and Italy. Not as many puppies, but I see a lot of cats at the sanctuaries. Kitty, kitty. So there's a kitty and a keystone cut right there.
Δικό μου λάθος. Με έριξες να μαλώσω. Αγάπη μου, μην νομίζεις ότι δεν σκάμε κι εμείς.
What a peaceful, majestic spot, isn't it? So nice. Okay, so we're gonna walk up to sort of the amphitheater area. Oh, that spot's blocked off. Oh well. Look at all those knobs. Sorry, guys. So this is the Theater of Delphi, and this is where the games of the Pythia were held, as well as many other things. I think that actually the Emperor Nero even performed here some of his poetry. And other things. He was, it seems, a big lover of art. But, you know, then there were those not so nice qualities about him as well, unfortunately. That is big. So let's kind of look over here and see what is in the underneath. Yeah, do that. Let's lighten it up maybe. It will. Okay. All right. It seems like the Pythian Games are sort of the precursor of the Olympic Games. But I guess I'm gonna go because the video is already really long, and so thank you guys so much. Alright, and this is at Delphi in Greece. Bye y'all.